everyone, welcome back to my channel, ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. If you haven't already, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video at the end, please give me a like, as well as if you have any questions, feel free, leave a comment at the end. Let's get to it. Today is going to be a bit of a different video than we've done before. I'm going to talk about organizing your sneakers. So a lot of you have been asking me, you have a ton of sneakers, how in the world do you store all of them? I personally live in a very difficult city, which is limited on space, and that's New York. If you live in New York, you know the struggle is real. It is so limited as far as apartment sizes go, so you are literally living in cubby-like apartments. And it's very difficult to figure out ways to maximize your space. So today I'm going to talk to you about, my apartment and how I've been able to maximize my closet space. We are going to start with this lovely door that I have by the entryway. I typically do not like to wear my shoes inside the apartment. It's very dirty outside in New York City, and I tend to not want to bring that dirtiness into my apartment. So I want to take my shoes off first, get into my nice slippers, and be able to just walk around in some clean shoes. I've been fortunate enough to have a closet door that's right by the entryway. If you don't have a closet door by the entryway, there are a lot of other options as far as shelving units that you can put by the door so that you can just take your shoes off and not have to walk through your house or through your apartment to put those away. And so this door, we're going to get into it a little bit later on as to how I utilize this space. A lot of people overlook doors. Doors are great for being able to actually hinge and hook things on. And it's definitely saved me time and energy and just maximized me not having to use my floor space. So now we're gonna move into what we would call a washroom slash boiler room slash closet. I have been fortunate enough to have a space like this. This is very rare to see something like this in New York. But this space you can see is pretty narrow and can be overlooked. You may think, oh, I don't have very much room to store anything in here because I won't be able to walk through. But I've actually gone through the effort of measuring this space and making sure that I've been able to find something online where I can put storage shelves in here so that I have just enough space to be able to walk all the way down and through here. And I've already got some, nice installed shelving units here, which I've utilized already in stuffing some shoes back there. But typically you're not going to have something built in like this in a closet. So I'm going to show you what I've purchased and what I've added into utilizing this space. So as far as when you are going to be purchasing items, I highly recommend that you take the dimensions of the space that you're going to be purchasing, containers or shelvings for, because if you do not measure, you're going to have to be doing a lot of returns, which is a lot of extra work. And so for me, I definitely put a lot of time and energy into measuring the space so that I got the measurements right so that I can maximize all of the shelving units that I'm going to bring into here. All right, so we are going to get started, and I'm going to go start bringing in some things that I purchased and showing you how they fit in the space and how I'm going to utilize it. All right, so first up, I have found this awesome container storage unit for my shoes. This was very simple to put together. This came in already packaged up and folded, so I just had to unfold this and then attach these 3 hooks on top, which are very stable and sturdy. So I just hooked these on top of the door. And this is actually gonna fit a ton of my shoes, which I'm super stoked about. I'm probably gonna put all of my shoes that are my favorite ones to wear in here just because it's easy access in and out of my apartment. And I won't have to, go into the closet, search for them. They'll just be right here, very easy to find. And next up, I found this on Overstock. The thing I love about this shelving unit is that this can be stacked. I have very high ceilings inside of this closet, so I'm going to end up double stacking this. Depending on how high your ceilings are, the nice thing about these are you can get these in different sizes. So if you have a more, narrow or short closet, you can just, do 2 of these versus 4. So if you have coats hanging down in your closet, you can put a double stack of these opposed to a quad stack of these. I'm actually going to double this up So I'm gonna grab this real quick, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna stack these. And so you can see, look how much I'm gonna be able to stack now on this unit. It's pretty crazy. We went from 4 to now 8 stacks. And now we're gonna fill these with shoes. So let's get to it. All right, so now I have got myself organized. I basically separated all my favorite shoes that I wear pretty much on a day-to-day basis. And then I've put all my shoes in the closet on the ground to be piled into these shelves that I don't use as much. And now we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna start basically putting each pair of shoes in this nice organizer. And I'm gonna put my favorites in here, and we're just gonna go through that. All right, so I have completed organizing all my shoes into the shoe organizer on my door. I was able to fit 10 pairs of shoes, which is pretty crazy. This is gonna save me so much space in my apartment. And this is such an easy access area for me to be able to put my shoes on, take them off, grab them quickly before I'm leaving. So if I'm in a rush, I can see all of them and I know exactly where they are. I didn't necessarily organize these by color or by brand. I just kind of put them in almost like by my favorites. And so I'm gonna get some memorization going on so that I'm ready to go and I know where everything is when I'm leaving, and that's gonna save me time because there's nothing worse than scrummaging through your house trying to find a pair of shoes. I'm a size 8 in men for these Yeezys or 7.5 in the Nikes. Typically, that's what a size 9 is in women, but with this specific storage unit, if you're a bigger size than that, your shoe is definitely gonna hang off, which this shoe organizer will still work for you, but you're definitely gonna have some shoes coming off about this far. And you should definitely make sure that your door is wide enough for that, because for instance, this door, I wouldn't be able to shut if it went past it. And that's where you should always, always, always measure those dimensions and making sure that your shoe size is the right size that's going to fit in these shoe organizers. All right, so now that we are finished with this, we are now going to move on into the closet and go through some organizing with that. It's getting toasty up in here. Organizing is a lot of work, but we managed to double rack these. So we have 8 racks with 3 sets of shoes on each rack. My high tops are too tall for me to really fit in here, and I don't want to squish them, so I put them on the top. Once again, I'm a size 9 in women's, and so these actually are perfect. They're not really going over the edge, but if you do have larger feet, these may be a little more difficult to kind of keep your shoe from not hanging over, and that again is going to take some extra space. But I love this. We're maximizing our space. We've got our hanger over here on the wall, this here, and we're going to add one more section here just to continue on the shoes because we have a ton. Our shoe organizing is now complete. I'm so excited to be done. This was a lot of work, but these are going to make my life so much more complete and so much easier to just get in and out of my shoes. And we're just going to do a quick walkthrough so you guys can see how many shoes I was able to fit in this closet, which is amazing. So here's our wall. Come on in. See our 2 double stacked compartments here. These again are from the Container Store. Each set runs about $40, but I'm sure that you can actually get these not in wood, in a plastic material for much less. But I can't believe how much I was able to fit in here. This is amazing. All All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for tuning in to ShadeTV. I hope to see you next time. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. If you have any questions about organizing your sneakers, feel free to leave a message in my comment box. Until then, we'll see you next time.